fantastic, man. I want to say we're welcoming September. And September is a very, believe it or not, it's a very powerful month. And it's also a month of just trying to get back on board with life and things because of this whole pandemic. We're like in this adjustment. It seems like we've been adjusting all year. I mean, that's what life is. You just adjust all the time. You just go with the flow of things and adjust, because that's what our job is to do. Just adjust and live as much as possible, no matter what the circumstances are. But happy September. Summer is not over yet. Okay, guys? I refuse to say that it's over, because it's not. It's going to be over just in a couple of days. I'm counting down. You guys been seeing me in the sun every day. I'm trying to be out there as much as possible, trying to get it all in. Hey, Marley. But September is a very powerful month. I want to share with you that it is National Suicide Prevention Month. It is also Better Breakfast Month. So you guys are eating better, hopefully. It's National Preparedness Month, which a lot of us are doing for the next step in 2020, how we're going to end this year. We have National Recovery Month, and it's also Self-Care Awareness Month. So this month, I think, is a very powerful month. The month of September. Autumn is starting very soon. The air is already getting a little chilly. I wonder if anybody's like missing or thinking about who's going to be the cuddle buddy for the season. Not that I do those things, but it has been proven that us human beings crave and actually needs the comfort of warmth from a human being. It is not that we are horny or that we're trying to just shack up with people, even though that is what it is. But our bodies actually crave the heat of a person during the winter time. So that's why a lot of people shack up. That's why a lot of people are always looking like, who can I make my layup Netflix buddy? You know, it's become sexualized. It's become corny and overdone. But our bodies really do crave that natural heat of a person in the winter. So there is something called seasonal trauma or disorder, and that's when the weather's changing and your mood is changing as well, and you feel a little more fatigued, then you feel tired, you just ain't with it. You know, the days get shorter, you know, they get darker early, it's getting colder, and sometimes you don't even want to get out the bed, you know. So I've been guilty of all of that. I've been trying to adjust to the weather change, and that's why I'm constantly trying to stay out. So I don't really notice it because I'm just in it. But I suffer from seasonal syndrome for years, and I never knew what it was. I'm like, why I feel so down? Why I feel so tired? Why I feel so heavy or just fatigued, don't want to do shit. You know, you just want to like be hibernating, and there's a disorder for that. And a lot of people go through it. I think a lot of us do it. Hey, Kev. Hey, Jocelyn. Hey, BX53. Hey, Ray Pearson. You're looking good. Keep it up. Yes, I have a list of people that I'm seeing being productive fitness-wise, and it's become like a network. You know, we're watching each other and we're complimenting each other. I don't know what that meant, Kevin, but when the weather starts to change, your mentality starts to change and you start craving things. And I'm just trying to break down that is actually the norm for people that are starting to feel lonely, or, you know, the holidays are coming up. It's going to be a very interesting end of the year, I must say. I think I'm going to stay very low. I don't think I'm going to celebrate anything this year. It's really not important to me. So I don't know. I love Thanksgiving. I was never a holiday chick, but Thanksgiving I love, and that's because I used to eat. Now it's kind of like little here, little there, little there. So that might be different too. But anyway, what was I saying? Okay, so it's September, and I do want to tell the weather to get in line, but not yet, because it has been a nice start of a September season, so that's good. But I did come across a post that I want to share with you guys that I actually put on my IG story, and I've actually been getting a lot of feedback from it. And it's basically just getting with the damn thing, with normalizing. And it's directed towards men. It's not to male bash, it's to empower, of course, because we're always talking to our ladies, but we need to speak to our men. And I'm all about, I'm all about women empowerment, but if I can empower kids or men, I'm even more happier, because us females, I feel like there's so much empowerment. Like, we know what we got to do. We just get caught the fuck up. But I think, like, kids and certain individuals of the other gender may be actually lost, because there's really no father figures anymore. I mean, there is, but it's just different. You guys get what I'm trying to say. So I wanted to tell you guys, let's normalize chivalry, right? Let's normalize that. There's nothing wrong with holding the door, letting a female go first, or even a person. Let's just keep it as a person. There's times that I've been out and there are no manners. It's about me versus you. I don't care if you're female. I don't care if you're male. There's no manners here. There ain't no respect factor here. It's, if I get the seat before you, I'm keeping the seat. You know what I mean? So, and then you have other individuals that will actually get up and give you the seat. You know what I mean? So let's normalize the chivalry. I love chivalry. I believe it still exists. I don't know if you guys think that, but I feel like chivalry is out here. And ladies, let's enforce it more. Sometimes you have to stand outside of a car door and just kind of stand there and see what's going to happen, because eventually he's going to be like, what's going on? Get in. And you can let somebody know, I'm not, what happened with the chivalry? This is your car. Let me in. I don't know. There's ways to get it. Let's normalize vulnerability, and that goes for females too. I've had moments that I've had to be a little more vulnerable, and it's hard for me, especially in relationships. I would say I think I'm vulnerable. I think I can be vulnerable with like friends, and I think I can be vulnerable as the essence. I think I have been vulnerable as the essence, and I've gotten better with it. But in relationships, I have a guard up that I need to try to fix and normalize it. But we also want men to be vulnerable too. It's a good thing for a man to be vulnerable. If you guys have a fear of that word, then maybe we should read up on it and see that it's not really something to be scared of. Let's normalize being a gentleman, which is actually chivalry in my opinion. It comes hand in hand. Let's be emotionally available. Let's have some emotional health. We all know that we all got emotional baggage, right? So let's try to fix that. Let's try to talk to others about it. Let's try to talk to yourself and your inner thoughts about it. Let's try to get the help that you need if you need it. Talk to family members. Try to fix what the lack of emotional is. How about let's not ghost each other anymore? I went through a period of that. People would be in your life for a day or 2, 3 days, up your ass, and then you never hear from them again. And then maybe a couple of months later, you hear from them, and you're like, you ghosted, and now you're coming back for? So let's not ghost people. Let's communicate. There's nothing wrong with being ghosted and confronting the person as well. You know what I mean? You like the ghosting? I like the ghosting. Some people need to become ghosts. I won't lie. Some people need to just poof, be gone. Trust me, I prayed on it and it happens. But let's stop the ghosting. Let's communicate with each other. If you're not interested in someone, I'm not interested. And it's hard, trust me, because I'm guilty of it too. I haven't really ghosted anybody, but I have not entertained as much. And maybe that could be ghosting. You have my number, we text here and there, and then you don't hear from me because I'm not really interested. I get it. But like, don't waste people's time. Don't be texting people and trying to make plans with them, and then you just ghost. Like that's just horrible. It's 2020. Like, we should be a little more sympathetic, right? Don't be intimidated by a strong individual. Again, it says, it's guarded. It was catered to the men, this post, but that goes for females too. We cannot be scared of anybody that we think is a little more superior, or is a little more stronger in personality or their achievements than we have been. Like, let's not put anybody as a threat. Nobody's a threat. Nobody's better than anybody. We can learn from each other. Being with someone strong is a great thing. It should not be something that you're intimidated by or not knowing how to handle it. You should be happy to have a strong female. But us females also, being strong, we also have to maintain our womanhood. We have to, like, our characteristic, our womanhood, our womanly characteristics. Like, let's be strong, but let's be humble. Let's be strong, but let's be loving. Let's be strong and be vulnerable, because sometimes we come off strong and we're like, and it's a turn off, because now you're coming off way too strong. You're acting like you don't need anyone or anything. So it's like, what am I here for as your partner? What am I empowering you to do? So now I'm questioning and kind of like don't want to be too vulnerable with you because my guard is up. You know what I mean? So us females, exactly, Kev. Us females, we need to work a little bit on that too, because we always want to be strong and respected. But I've seen strong women that are just not, they're narcissistic. They're not fun to be around because they're very serious and they're like, we don't like that. We like fun people, right? Also, this is major, guys. How men are not accountable for other men's actions. Can we normalize men being comfortable with, like, putting your boy in line? Like, yo, dude, you married. Like, what's good with you? Or, yo, you got a girl at home. Like, what's going on? Or, yo, dude, you fucking lazy. What's good? Let's do something. Can we motivate each other a bit? Can we talk to each other? Like, really be homeboys and get on the same path? The same thing goes for females. And the last one I want to say is to normalize yourself to love yourself so you can love everyone or the partner you're with. If you don't love yourself, you cannot love anybody else. And that is a major issue nowadays. I don't think we love each other. I don't think we're loving each other the way we should be, because there's a lot of fear and baggage going on that people are very, like, shut, selfish. I want this. If I don't get it, on to the next. I just need us to be mature now. We're grown, and a lot of us are looking for things out here, and none of us are finding it because obviously we're not doing it correctly, right? A man of chivalry or a female of chivalry. Females can be chivalrous too. We can pay for our dinner. We can give you compliments. We can grab your hand. We can open the door for you too. We can pull out your seat too on a special occasion. We can do things too to alleviate the stress of what the man always needs to do. Is both ways. But for the ones that don't care and just living their life and doing what they want to do, y'all better get in line. How about that? So that's my rant for today. I hope that sounds good to you guys, to keep it going. Right? So I'm working on a few things with the D. Austin show. I was talking to my director today, and we were talking about some new ideas for the show. I have taken a little hiatus, but things are starting to pick up again. The show is on, the show's playing all over the place, but as of me doing new interviews and stuff, I'm gathering all that together. So the DSS show is always still on. I know the other day someone wanted to refer them to me and they asked me if I was still doing the programming. I'm like, of course, like, this is what I do. I would never stop. Even though I did think about it, guys, I did kind of think about it a couple of weeks ago, like, and yeah, I need to call my Kev. It's just I have a meeting in a couple of minutes that I have to get on, and I wasn't planning to do this either. I was actually going to call you on my hike tomorrow, which I might still do, so maybe tomorrow morning we'll talk. But yeah, I'm still here, so if you have any recommendations, if you have any topics, or anybody you think that would be great for the show, bring them my way. DM me, let me know who's referred you or whatever. Like I said, this month of September we have a lot going on, and October as well. That's going into Cancer Month, so I'm open to do any type of panel discussions or interviews with specialists and professionals on that. I'm working with April Hernandez from Freedom Writers. She's coming out with a new book, so we're going to talk about that. I'm going to bring her on, but I also want to bring her to the show on set. I'm just kind of taking a little bit of a time out just to kind of reset. I'm just resetting. I'm resetting myself. I'm resetting my brain. I'm resetting ideas that I have for the show, and we'll see what happens. All right. So I just wanted to get on, tell you my Get in Line rant. I hope you guys are great. BronxNet is not open yet, and that's why I have not been in studio. As soon as I get in studio, everybody will know, because it will be posted up, and a new show will be back. I want to switch up things a little bit. I would love to have a DJ on set with me, that can just rock out for the hour. I want to start bringing in more food. I want to start breaking up the show into different segments and doing more current events and gossip and talk. I want to start showing music videos of underground artists or independent artists to kind of promote their stuff. And I'm not talking about hip hop and rap. This is not a rap hip hop show, guys. This is overall, it's a professional show. I'm not dealing with any type of bullshit, or I'm trying to be or want to be. Like, this is what I do, and then you come to me. So that's where we're at. All right, I'm good for now. Thank you for everybody joining in. You have been watching the Princess of the BX. Today is Happy Get in Line Wednesday. Tonight there will be a show. Of course, we're all on a hiatus, so it will be shown on BronxNet. You can check it out on Vocal, CBTV, under 950 Lounge as well. And we'll talk later. All right. Love you guys, Kev. Peace out. We'll talk. And thank you for joining me.